say integrity data, to me, in my experience, they have a long time proven track record. They've supported and provided enhanced payroll and HR functionality for Dynamics GP and for Business Central. No small feat, really. So they've always been there. So, I trust that. I trust the network. I trust the relationship with a lot of the folks that I know.
Hey everyone, it's time to hear a partner's perspective with the Partner Choice Awards that I launched this year to give partners a voice on working with ISVs and why they like working with them. And I'm so excited to have David Laster here today from Gravoc, who is going to talk about integrity data. And I'm going to ask him a few different questions on why he chose them as the partner choice for ISVs to work with. So welcome, David.
Amy, thank you so much for actually including me in this. It's an opportunity to give back a little bit to some of these folks in our industry and our ecosystem that have done such a great job of
Yes.
really supporting us in our core missions. I appreciate the message and opportunity to actually, in a lot of ways, kind of publicly say thank you.
Yeah,
Why do I trust their solution, right? Is that the first question here?
that is.
I think I have to say integrity data, to me, in my experience, they have a long time proven track record. They've supported and provided enhanced payroll and HR functionality for Dynamics GP and for Business Central. No small feat, really. The people that I've always worked with from the very beginning of pre-sales, sales, as well as implementation and even support and follow-up, they all know payroll and they all know HR really well. They know the table structures generally quite well, which helps me when I'm really trying to provide the best level of support and even understand the product myself. But they enthusiastically support us as a partner every time we've needed to engage on something that was outside of our swing zone or whatnot, or where we needed to beef up our own consultants in terms of knowledge about their solutions. They've always been there. So, I trust that. I trust the network. I trust the relationship with a lot of the folks that I've had.
Yes. And like you said, they've been in this space a very long time, back into the GP days that both you and I have been in a long time. How does their solution help your clients?
Okay. Well, being a payroll and HR specialty type of a solution, again, I said that's no easy feat. But how they help our customers, and not every customer that we work with necessarily needs their services. So it's nice to be able to know that they have solutions that fit needs. And how do they do that? Well, they provide specialty solutions for historically Great Plains, at least, that has supported HR and payroll with efficient and unique ways. Number one is probably they're perhaps one of the biggest features that our customers use is their paid time off accruals and the registers that produce the usage reporting, the balance reporting, and so forth. Because being able and being required to do that is, so we're able to work with integrity data to provide that. Also, they have cloud-based, payroll now for people that are looking a little bit more broad. They want more payroll, and maybe even a lot of their HR needs could potentially be housed out there as well. So if you're a do-it-yourselfer, if you're somebody that's really looking for a modern approach to doing payroll and HR with or around your Dynamics Business Central, I would definitely recommend that. It's a slick design. I like the way that it flows, and I've done GP payroll, I've done ADP payroll, Ceridian, I've done them all myself. So I like the way it works. It's a pretty nice flow. So it looks good when you're trying to present that as a solution for your payroll and HR customers. Probably number 3, if I can keep going, honestly, We've needed to lean on integrity data and their engineers and their development folks to produce customizations for our ERP integrations that have helped our customers and have passed some big ones. But their dev team at Integrity Data was always right there, helping us craft something that was really delivering a solution in a way that was cost effective, timely, and just appropriate. We don't always have to build the arc when we're trying to do something when it comes to providing a solution, and it never felt that way. We were always trying to just get the fit just right.
Nice. And what would you say for how easy it is to work with them from implementation all the way to the support to the overall working together?
Well, a lot of us do, and Integrity Data is no different. The team at Integrity Data has always been available. First of all, available is a good thing because sometimes it takes a while. to get somebody with specialty knowledge that really can talk to and understand your business. But they've all been willing to show up and be able to work together with us really to deliver the solution our customers need. And they're unique. Sometimes we're working with somebody who's a unique situation for Canadian payroll, or that needs to integrate, timesheet entries, or, synchronize, employee data from this other external system. So they're always willing to show up and help talk that through, architect that, provide the API information that really helps us craft ultimately the solution that the customer ends up with. But calling integrity data for actual technical support as well, it's a very rare thing. They have a great system, but it's a
Mm-hmm.
very rare thing. Their solutions just work. And, once you get onboarded and set up, they'll work through any challenge that you have. They have a number of times helped me in the past, and that's really why I would give them any accolades as possible regarding the end to end, the implementation as well as the follow on support. It's been great.
Good, because I feel like support is huge, right? Because you need somebody that's going to be proactive, that gets back to you in a timely manner, because they're your customers, and you want to make sure that they're getting what they need. So
Their payroll as well.
yes,
In all reality, payroll just has a different sensitivity level
it
than
does.
does a journal entry. So to know that about an ISV solution it's refreshing. It's good.
All right. To wrap it all up, what would you say, and how would you say they bring value to your business?
Integrity data. Well, as I head up our GP and our Business Central teams for Greylock, they've always supported us, especially with our niche. Our business, one of our verticals, if you will, is the staffing and recruiting. And there's high volume. There's a lot of people that work around here in our country, and they work for temps, they work for full time, they work for staffing, they get placed, and those are real common transactions that we integrate from our experience, and those are people based. And those have different reporting requirements and different also regulatory requirements behind that stuff. So they speak that language in terms of bringing value to us as a business. They've always been trusted. They've been there for us, like I said, when, to make sure that, we can deliver a reliable payroll solution week after week. Just because you set it up doesn't mean it's done. And that clock has to keep ticking at the right beat every week in this kind of business, especially. But when payroll or other integration challenges, and they do hit our radar, I know I can reach out and they respond, and they know what they're talking about, and ultimately are kind of driving us together towards a partnership-based outcome, which ultimately, speaking as a partner, really is a mutually beneficial thing for us. So, yeah, thanks, Amy.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for picking Integrity Data for the Partner Choice Award. We appreciate it.